All right, let's talk about taking control of your finances. I'm talking about a system that doesn't just track numbers, but works with you almost like a personal finance coach. Now, I'll walk you through Cashflow, a finance system built in Notion, designed to help you master your cash flow with clarity and ease. Whether you're a freelancer juggling irregular income or someone just looking to manage money smarter, this template has you covered. We're diving in casually but deeply, breaking down how to use this system step by step. Let's get started. The moment you open the template, Cashflow greets you with an onboarding guide. This isn't one of those dry manuals you'll ignore. It's an intuitive walkthrough to get everything tailored to you, from setting up your databases to inputting your personal financial data. This guide has your back. Once you've gone through it, you're basically 90% ready to roll. It's that simple. Adding your own data? Check. Resetting sample records? Covered. Currency customization? Done. Seriously, it's like a personal trainer for your finances, minus the sweat. Before you go clicking around, I highly recommend watching this video first. It'll save you time and get you up to speed so you can hit the ground running. All right, let's move on to the home page, the dashboard. Picture this as your financial command center. While most of the daily grind happens inside the current month page, the dashboard is where you get a bird's eye view of your money story. It's packed with insights, but don't worry, we'll break it down. Right up top, this card updates automatically at the start of every month. If you don't see it, no panic. Just hit the button and it'll set itself up. This section gives you a snapshot of your financial health. What's coming in, what's going out, and what's left. You've got a line chart to track your net income trends and a pie chart to break down your monthly expenses and revenues. And if you're on the free Notion plan, you're limited to one chart per workspace, but don't sweat it. The system works perfectly without the visuals. Below the charts, you'll find quick views to each month summary, earnings, spending, and net income. Need to record an expense or update your budget? These buttons are your shortcut. No fumbling around, just click and go. On the right side, you'll see reminders for upcoming payments and subscriptions due in the next 7 days. Treat this as your don't forget zone. Got multiple income streams? They're all here. It's a clean, consolidated view of where your money's coming from. Next, financial goals. Set your targets, track your progress. This section helps you stay motivated to hit those big financial milestones. Next, categories database. This organizes your income and expenses into neat categories. You can also set monthly budgets for each category. Super handy if you're working to control spending. Lastly, accounts database. On the left, you've got your account categories, and on the right, the accounts themselves. Everything's laid out for easy access, whether you prefer a card or table view. Let's talk about how to record your money moves, expenses, income, transfers, you name it. First method is using the quick buttons on the dashboard or homepage. Click the button, then fill out the details, and you're done. For example, for expense type record, enter the category, the amount, and account to deduct from. For transfer type record, fill out both the deduct from and add to fields. For income type record, enter the account it's going into, the category, and you're good to go. Second method is using current month page. For day-to-day recording, I highly recommend bookmarking the current month page. It's your go-to spot for all regular updates. Think of it like your daily journal, only for finances. We'll explore the details of this page next. This current month page is like a daily hub where the magic happens. Recording your cash flow here is as simple as adding a new row to the table view. First, click New, input the amount, set the date, and then assign the category. And you can watch as the pie chart updates in real time. Satisfying, right? If you prefer less typing, use the board view at the bottom of the page. For instance, let's say you bought lunch using cash. Just find the food column, select the cash row, and input the amount. Easy peasy. You can do the same for income streams by switching to the revenue view. Moving on to planned transactions and subscriptions section. Life gets busy and it's easy to miss a due date. That's where the planned transactions and subscriptions section saves the day. Here's how it works. Notice the two buttons on the side for adding planned transactions for the current month. These are categorized as either expenses or savings. Expenses represents things you plan to purchase or pay for during the current month. Savings refers to the amount of money you intend to transfer to your savings account this month. Clicking either button will automatically populate the table on the other side with pre-filled entries for recurring transactions you typically make. These are pre-made templates, which you can easily edit to fit your needs. Make sure to edit the settings of the buttons on the database template. Think of planned transactions as placeholders for financial activities you anticipate happening on specific dates. Once you add a new entry, make it a habit to input the planned date when the transaction is expected to occur. For example, you're planning to buy your girlfriend her favorite album on January 17th. Add this as an expense in the planned transactions section. When the purchase is made, simply click the Record Transaction button. This will create a new record in the Cashflow database. Select the account to deduct from, assign a category, and you're all set. You will notice the budget over income column updates to reflect that the transaction is complete, turning the planned amount into a recorded expense. The process is just as seamless for planned savings. In this case, you'll select both the From and To accounts to record the savings transfer. This keeps your allocations accurate and traceable. Here's a nifty feature. Open the sidebar to get a quick monthly summary. It displays earnings, total income for the month, expenses, total outgoing amounts, net income, what's left after expenses, upcoming expenses, based on planned transactions, subscriptions, which we'll cover shortly, and savings transfers. Extra this month, calculated by subtracting planned transactions and savings from your net income. This sidebar gives you an at-a-glance view of your financial situation for the month. Onto the subscriptions view. This section highlights subscriptions that are due for payment this month. You'll see all the details, including last renewed, when the subscription was last paid, next payment due, the upcoming payment date, due amount, the amount owed, account used, the account linked to the subscription. With a single click, you can create a new record that auto-populates these properties, thanks to Notion's automation features. Once recorded, the subscription's next payment date is updated, and the entry is removed from the view. At the bottom of the page, you'll find an accounts view. This section isn't limited to just the current month. It provides a comprehensive overview of your accounts over the entire period of using the template. Accounts are grouped logically, with goal-specific accounts separated for better clarity. Now, let's return to the main page and explore each of the subpages within the template. These are the sections where you'll manage specific aspects of your finances. Cash flow records. Think of this as your central hub for all past transactions. Need to backtrack or troubleshoot? This is the place to go. It's like having a bird's eye view of your entire financial history in one database. Revenue channels or income sources. This is where you track all your income streams. Whether it's your 9 to 5 paycheck, freelance gigs, or side hustles, you can organize everything here. The process of recording is super similar to what we covered in the monthly pages. Simple, intuitive, and efficient. Accounts page. This one's all about managing your accounts categories and the databases for the accounts themselves. You can drill down into individual accounts to check details like type, account number, just don't add sensitive info, and calculated balances. If you've got sub-accounts, for example, splitting one main account into savings and expenses, it's easy to set up and keep them organized. The main account automatically totals the balances of all its sub-accounts, giving you a clear picture of your financial structure. Credit card page. Now, let's talk about the credit card page. It's a handy feature, but if you're not into using it, no worries. It won't affect the overall functionality of the template. Here's how it works. First, after setting up your card networks, you'll want to configure your credit cards. Think of it as creating a digital replica of your actual cards. Start by entering basic details like the card name, network, and initial balance. Once that's set, any expenses you record can be tagged to a specific credit card. What's cool is how this ties into your overall finances. The system automatically updates your card's balance based on your transactions, so you always know where you stand. And when it's time to pay your bill, the template simplifies the process. Just click the Record Payment button. Select the account you're using to pay. Click the checkbox to record the payment in the main database. And click the recorded entry and complete the necessary details. And voila! Your payment is logged and your balance adjusts. Now, let's move on to the subscriptions page. This one's a lifesaver for managing recurring payments without the hassle of keeping track manually. Here's how to get started. Add a new row to the subscriptions table. Fill in the details, like the price amount, the billing cycle, and most importantly, the initial renewal date. This initial renewal date is essentially the date you last renewed or paid for the subscription. The system uses this date to calculate when the next payment is due. When it's time to record a renewal, just click the Record Renewal button. This action automatically creates a new entry in your Cashflow database. And thanks to pre-built formulas and automations, all the necessary properties, like the amount, category, and date, are already filled in for you. And that's it. No manual calculations, no missed payments, just a smooth and straightforward process to keep your subscriptions organized. Wishlist and Goals page. The Wishlist and Goals page is where you can keep track of financial targets you're working towards. Whether it's saving for a new gadget, a dream vacation, or a long-term goal like a house down payment, this page has got you covered. Setting up new goal is easy. When you add a new item to this database view, it automatically gets tagged as a goal. Set the main account that will host the funds for this goal. This could be your savings account, a specific budget, or wherever you plan to store the money. Add the target amount and the target date for completion. Everything else, like progress, remaining balance, and timeline, is automatically calculated for you, recording deposits to your goal. Now that you set up a goal, depositing money toward it is just as easy. First, open the Goals page and click the Deposit button. This will add a new record to the Cashflow database, with the Add to Property autofilled to match the specific goal. You can also deposit or deduct from a goal directly from the Cashflow records view, whether you're on the dashboard or the current month's page. Just make sure the details are correct and the system takes care of the rest. Loan or debts page. Here's where things get real practical. Tracking what you owe or what others owe you. It's a simple loans and debts page that helps you stay on top of repayments and balances. For your debts, in the Unpaid section, hover over the debt you want to mark as paid. Next, click the Edit pencil, the bank account used to pay off the debt. Then, tick the Paid checkbox, and the system updates everything for you. For debts owed to you, the process is the same. Find the item, edit the payment details, and mark it as resolved once it's settled. Simple, right? Whether you're paying off a credit card or tracking a friend's IOU, it's all handled seamlessly. Next, Learning Hub. The Learning Hub is your go-to spot for storing finance-related articles, guides, or tips you want to explore later. Here's how it works. Add articles you've bookmarked or found helpful. Tag each one with a specific date. When the day comes, the article will show up on your homepage or dashboard for easy access. It's like having a personal finance library that's always in reach. Perfect for staying informed and inspired. Finally, let's talk about the database page. This page contains the original source databases that power the entire system. You'll rarely need to touch anything here, but when you first duplicate the template, you might want to reset the sample records and the Cashflow records, plan transactions, credit card activities, and monthly reports databases. Once you're confident with how everything works, personalize the template with your own data. Resetting the sample entries clears the slate, so you can start fresh and fully make it your own. Before we wrap up, let me share a few tips to help you get the most out of the system. Consistency is key. The more regularly you record your transactions, the more accurate and useful your insights will be. Make it a habit to update your finances at least once a week. Use planned transactions. These are a lifesaver for staying on top of bills, subscriptions, and savings goals. Once set up, they make tracking automatic and effortless. Customize the template. Remember, this system is flexible. Add or tweak views and categories to fit your unique needs. And that's it. This Notion-based finance system is designed to make managing your money not just easier, but actually enjoyable. With a little effort up front, you'll have a powerful tool that gives you clarity, control, and confidence in your financial life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials on how to simplify and optimize your life with Notion. Got questions or ideas? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you're making the system work for you. Thanks for tuning in, and here's to building a stress-free, financially secure future, one record at a time. See you in the next video.